Yo, what's going on, everybody? The Europa League group stage is finally over. It's done. I don't have to worry about that no more. That dead ass group stage. That group was so bad. We had one of the worst groups. Like, not because it was an easy group. I don't want an easy group. I want a fun group where we have some competition. This group was dead. We beat every single team. We slapped every single team pretty much, majority of them. Dundalk, pub team. Molda, all you're gonna social is PE lessons. Rapid Vienna, dead. And you know what? In my opinion, this whole group stage was just nothing. The whole group stage. I don't want to see these guys ever again. I don't want to hear about Dundalk ever again. I don't want to hear about Molda ever again. I don't want to hear about Rapid Vienna ever again. I just don't want to hear about these guys. The group stage is done. Everything's done with the group stage. I'm happy the group stage is finally finished, and we can just move on to to what? The round of 20. What is it? Round of 23? Is that yeah? It's a round of 23, or no, 32. Round of 32, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Round of 32. So yeah, let's get into the round of 32 and let's get right into it. The thick of things, this game, and everything about it. So yeah, before we get started, cue the intro. Yeah, before I get into the guys and bring the guys in, let me just go over some of the stuff that happened in the game. So the game was one of those games where nothing was really going on in the beginning 10 20 seconds, but we were missing chances. We had a couple opportunities. Willick had a chance. Eddie Nketiah had numerous chances. We could have been up 2-3-0 in the first opening minutes, right? But nothing happened. We fluffed our lines, and then 12 minutes in, Eddie Nketiah scores a goal. Eddie Nketiah scored a goal from out of nowhere. The defender made a mistake. He pressured the defender. He took the ball off him, chipped it over the keeper. Good goal. Then Mohamed Al Neni scores a screamer. No, out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. He just took the shot. He said inshallah, and shot, and it went in, and it was amazing. And I'm not gonna get overexcited. I don't think he can do that in the Premier League, but hopefully he can score some goals in the Premier League. We see something about him. Eddie Nketiah does something in the Premier League. Now the next part. Then we conceded. We conceded a silly goal. First, Pepe is at fault, in my opinion, for the goal that we conceded. Pepe did a lot wrong in that situation. Pepe should have done better in that opening moments defending. But hey, he didn't. Runnerson could have done better. He didn't. And you know what? That's what led to our opening goal. Then we got some yellow cards in the books. Some guys got in the books, and then Ceballos came off. Ceballos came on for Mohamed Al Neni. Balogun came on for Eddie Nketiah. And then bow, Balogun assist. Not really even assist, just the defending was terrible from Dundalk. They didn't do nothing, and that's where this led. And then finally Balogun got a goal. He was literally had both his hands up like this, telling Pepe, "Give me the ball!" And he finally scored. And yeah, and then we conceded a final dead goal. In my opinion, Runnerson is at fault again. But yeah, let's bring the boys in. We got Natish in the house. We got Kesh in the house. And we got my guy, big Gunners in the house. Yo, bro, that shirt looks lit. I'm not gonna lie. On camera right now, it looks lit.
No, you know what? I finally plugged in my actual camera as well, so everything just looks better than
Chris. Yeah, it looks crisp. I think we need to make you full screen just for that. Guys, check out that camera quality.
Man, look at the grays, man.
Look at the camera quality. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. But yo, guys, talk to me, bro. Cash, tell me what you thought about the game, bro.
Wasn't exciting. It was a dead rubber game. The players went out there. The attacking players done what they had to do. As far as the defending concerned, I felt we shouldn't really be conceding 2 goals against these lot, but it's not the end of the world. In terms of the 2 goals we conceded, I felt the keeper should have saved both of them, in my opinion. But yeah, man, Europa League group stage is done. Now we can kick on to our 16, where we'll probably get drawn against a lot better opposition, so we're going to be on the ball. But yeah, man, there's nothing that I didn't expect today. I expected a win. I did say we'll score 4. I said we'll win 4-1. Didn't expect us to concede 2. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nitish, what are you saying?
I get the feeling the attack was the serious side of our things. The defense was like, nah, we're not getting into the team anyways. Let's just play and get the game done with. They were like, they didn't really care, because like they were like, it seemed like they don't think that they'll be anyways getting into the first team in the Premier League. So let's just play like and get this over with. And because we had a 2 goal cushion when we conceded the first goal, I think they were just happy to do just get it out, but it didn't work that way. And obviously there is a concern about Randerson, but I just want to say one thing about that. Even Leno has made huge mistakes in the Europa League at times, so let's not count him out completely because of one game. Yes, he's had a bad game, and if he did better, maybe we didn't concede those 2 goals.
Okay, I don't think anyone's counting Runnerson out yet, but you're just opening your eyes to some of the situations. Today, he could have stopped some of those goals. Those goals were not good goals, right? Now, Big Gunner, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it was a game, as Kesh said, man, it's just a dead rubber game sort of thing. So, the only players that, I wouldn't say no one wasn't trying, but like the other guy said as well, some of those players know they're never going to play for Arsenal again. So, and then again, it's another formation change as well. So, you know, every game has been a different team, has been a different formation. So, defense is where it's going to hit you the most when you're making changes. The attackers that we've got, no matter who plays, should always have a goal in them anyway. And especially against these teams like this, they're always going to score. But it's positive signs from people like Balogun and Nketiah, but just got to start giving them a chance. And obviously, we can't play all of them in the league, but one by one, we've got to start giving some people a chance, haven't we?
Okay, so what we got here is Balogun today. If you guys don't know, I just seen a stat, very surprising stat. He's played 61 minutes. He has a goal and assist, 2 goals and an assist in 61 minutes of his career so far at Arsenal. You can't look too deep into it because of his level of competition he's playing, but something, nothing, or what are you guys saying? I know, Kesh, what are you saying?
Substitute appearances in it, so it makes it a bit easier to do that. But it's promising, isn't it? He doesn't look afraid at all. The confidence is obviously there. Like, he wants the ball all the time, and I think again, like, it's a good little competition between him and Nketiah because they're very similar players. I would say Balogun looks a bit more like he's got a bit more about him in terms of pace wise, getting away from strikers, but I don't know, like, they both got an eye for a goal, innit? And they both look confident at the moment. So it's good times for them, but got to get Balogun down to a new contract, don't we? So you don't lose him.
There you go. Okay. Something, nothing, or everything. 1 second, I'll get to you, Nitish.
Sure, no worries.
I think it's, well, you know what I think of Balogun. I think he's got the ball at his feet in terms of the competition between him and Nketiah. I think he's miles ahead of him. You saw with that chance there, Nketiah is not finishing it first time. He's going to take a touch to set himself, probably try and get out his feet and then shoot. For me, that's what a striker do. With an opportunity like that, it should be instinct. Like, you know what I mean? You know where to put it in the net, where the keeper's not going to reach it, and he done exactly what I expected of him. But it's too soon to say what his career is going to become at Arsenal. Remember, he still needs to sign a contract, and even when he signs a contract, it's about him actually cracking on and knocking on the doors and making himself be heard in terms of opportunities. But yeah, man, like, I'm confident with what I've seen so far.
Okay. Now, Nitish, you were saying something before I interrupted you?
Yeah, I was just saying one thing. A game where you see Mohamed El Neni score a goal, you need to understand that probably they don't have the real best defense in the world. That is one thing. Second thing is, I appreciate Balogun. I really love this performance. But the thing is, can he do it in the Premier League? Can he do it with the big boys? That is another thing. Now, based on his performance today, he deserves a place in the squad. And I will say this, that probably he deserves to be there ahead of Eddie right now. But if he can't perform in the Premier League, because we've seen a lot of players, you can say that Lacazette probably scored one of the goals of the season in the last Europa League game. But can you do it then again in the Premier League?
Thing is, what I would say is you can't judge him. Even if he was to come and play in the team right now, I wouldn't judge him based on this season until Arsenal is actually playing more attacking, better creativity in the team. Because you see with more senior pros like the likes of Lacazette and Aubameyang struggling. So what makes us think that a youngster who's not really got much experience is going to come in and do anything credible, and you're going to judge him his ability off that? I don't think that's fair. But for me, you can see from a striker, you can see that he's a level above what Eddie is, man. Just looking at that chance, you can see it. Like I've seen Nketiah get chances like that, and some of the things that he would do, you just think like a striker with ability would do better there. You know what I'm saying? You can see from his first goal he scored the other day, he's got more to his game than Eddie Nketiah. That touch, that little shrivel, to then do a little volley. Like you won't see Eddie doing anything like that. Eddie's just a pure out and out poacher. That's it.
Okay.
Rather than actually a good striker. And in this day and age, you don't see many coaches flourishing at this level anyway. You know what I mean?
As
So I
much as
think
you
that's the
want,
problem we've got right now.
as much as you want to talk about Eddie Nketiah being a poacher and not being good enough, he leads the league. He leads Arsenal in Europa League goals. He leads Arsenal in goals in general as a club total. He has 5 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Something, nothing. What do you guys think?
It's nothing for me.
If you've seen the number of chances that he's missed in front of goal, I think that is also a stat that needs to be counted along with the number of goals that he has scored.
That's not fair though, because Aubameyang's missed chances, Lacazette's missed chances, everyone's missing chances.
Everyone
So
is missing chances. Everyone is missing chances. But
it's not that. But
but
I
what
agree with what Cash says. It's just that he's just a finisher, and
yeah,
at the moment there's no space for that for the top teams. If Eddie's playing in a 4-4-2 with a guy that's flicking on balls and those sort of Burnley teams and that,
yeah,
Newcastle and that, he's gonna bang in it. But for Arsenal Football Club, we don't play like that. So that's where he's gonna lose out. He to be fair to him, he makes a lot of goals for himself just by the way that he does that sort of bulldog, pressing and that. But he doesn't have that pace to get away from defenders. Which there was a chance today when he's on the halfway line and he tried his best to get away from the guy, but the guy caught him. And
like,
you can see, Balogun's got that little bit of extra pace that the top strikers need. And even as much as we love Giroud, if Giroud had extra pace, that little bit of extra pace, that propels him into being a much better player, because you could do everything a split second quicker. So that's for me. What worries me about him is obviously his size and the pace, because all he does is finish. He's just a poacher, and for the top teams, it just doesn't work anymore. You need to have everything in your game, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I'm just gonna let's rip the bandage, guys. Let's go straight into it. What are you guys saying? I want to know. We're gonna do some player ratings and everything. What's that music? What's going on? Cash, is that you? No, it's not you. It is you.
Yeah, no, I told you to take it off, my little brother.
Oh, okay. What do you call it? So from this game, if you guys were to do player ratings, who's the first player that stands out? In my opinion, we always start the player ratings from the goalkeeper, but for me, the worst performance was from the goalkeeper. Runnerson, the 2 goals he conceded, he could have easily done something about them. And I felt like it might be harsh. You might think I'm being harsh, but I just feel like from how we played today, Runnerson put us under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, could say so. I think if I was to say, I think it's out of him and Pepe for me.
Pepe got an assist.
But he should be dominating teams like that. Bro.
dominating.
He was tripping over his feet.
He's dominating these games.
The guy was he wasn't getting past anyone. Like Pepe's just about
So I don't get
getting
fooled by
past players, isn't it? But
his stats and getting assist.
both games against this lot, he just looked like he's just. I don't think, you know what worries me about Pepe is I don't feel like there's a hunger to be the best.
Yeah.
He has the ability to be up there, but he doesn't have the hunger to. I don't feel like he has the hunger to keep working on what he has. Like he'll mess up and then he's just smiling or just flings his hands up but he's got the ability to be up there, but I don't feel like he cares enough. In the French league, he was dominating and he was always going to play for his country. He's always going to play for his country, so that's not even up for grabs. But at Arsenal, he just, I don't know, like whether it was the transfer fee, he just doesn't look like he's going to live up to it now because
he's not up for the
I don't think he's interested.
I'll add to that one thing. I've seen Pepe's confused face. I've seen Pepe's smiling face. I've seen Pepe lost in some part of the world face. I've never seen his intense face. I've never seen that intense look on his face that yes, I want to do it, or determined look that generally players tend to have, especially with such a price tag. I've never seen that intensity on his face and his expressions that I want to be the best. He doesn't have that kind of hunger to be the best. He's just having that look that, okay, I'm at Arsenal, I'm getting well paid, I'm happy. So that kind of mentality, which is a small team mentality, unfortunately.
Okay, so enough about Pepe, guys. Aziz got substituted in, and you know what? I didn't see enough from him, unfortunately, because he didn't get enough game time during this whole Europa League step. Did we miss an opportunity to play some of these young kids in the Europa League group stages?
No.
No, I mean, with Europa League, it's about getting through with minimum effort in it. So you've got to take it serious because it's Europe. You could easily lose, like regardless of who you're playing, you could easily lose. So you have to find the right balance between youngsters and experience. And one thing we can say about Arteta is he just wants to win all the time, innit? Even in cup competitions and that, he still puts out a pretty strong team all the time. So yeah, you could only play one or two before it disrupts the team, innit? So I feel like he's done it right, to be honest. Keep it serious, but give Balogun minutes when he can, and give other players minutes when he can.
Okay, so we're just gonna bang through these because honestly, guys, it's getting kind of dull right now with the Europa League. Let's be honest, the Europa League, it's not our bread and butter. The bread and butter is the Premier League, and we care more about that. So Nitish, I'll start with you. Runnerson, what are you giving him?
You want me to give a whole number or 0.5 works?
No, you can give him a whole number, please.
Okay, maybe around a 4.
Okay, I think that's generous. Now, what about yourself, Kesh? What are you giving him?
I'll give him a 3.
Okay, and then next I'll go to Cedric. What are you giving him, bro? Big Gunner.
I give him a 6. He had a lot of heart today.
Okay, I'll give him a 5. Okay, I just feel like he didn't do much great, didn't do much bad, so just average performance in my opinion. Right now, next we have the center backs. I'll start with Kesh. Pablo Mari, kind of at fault for the first goal, also.
Nah, he wasn't at fault for the first goal. I'll give him a 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
And then next we got Nitish.
For Pablo Mari, or Mustafi?
Pablo Mari, sorry.
Pablo Mari, probably a 6.
6? Okay.
Yep.
And then Big Gunner, what are you giving him?
Man, Mustafi. I give him a 6. I don't think he made a mistake today, so I'll give him a 6.
Okay, Cash, what are you giving him?
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Give him a 6.
Yeah, I just wanna say I will give him a one-way ticket to wherever he wants to go and not come back.
Oh man! All right, yeah, Bun Mustafi. Chambers. I thought Chambers was good. Took his goal well, but he was offside. I'm just gonna open the floor to you guys. Anyone giving him a bad rating? Because I'm giving him a 6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6, man. For someone that's been out for so long, he looked pretty fit, to be fair.
Okay. Let's just start with all the way on the right-hand side. Who's playing on the right-hand side? Is that
Emil Smith Rowe, I reckon.
Smith
Oh,
Rowe?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, Emil Smith Rowe. What are you guys giving him?
I just thought he looked knackered, to be fair. It didn't look. I don't think he's.
I think he did
isn't
good.
quite
Am I being too kind to say? I'm giving
Yeah,
him a
no, I
7?
think you're a big fan of his, man. I think you really like him, so I think you boosted him in your head that he played really well. Like, he didn't do nothing wrong again either. To be fair, it's hard to give players ratings in these matches, man. It's just like
Yeah,
give him
unless
a
you did something significant. It's very hard.
yeah.
He got an assist from that, and then he passed.
No, to be fair, I'll just give the whole team a 6 apart
He
from the
did look
keeper.
lively though.
Okay,
He did
okay.
look
Let's keep it simple. And then he got a goal. You giving him something good?
lively. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7, to be fair.
Okay.
Man of the
Next
match.
one, Natish. What are you giving Willock?
I think he had a good game, and I have been looking through, like, even apart from watching the game, I've seen that overall he's gotten a good 7. So I will also give him a 7.
Okay. And then next, 1 second. Yo, bro, you need to chill out. My guy's moving mad.
What do
And
you
then
mean?
he's just taking over the chat.
Oh.
Ainsley, what are you guys giving Ainsley? Honestly, bros, this game put us to sleep if it wasn't for the amount of goals that were scored.
Yeah. I can't even remember. Where was he playing? Left wing back, right wing back?
He was playing left midfielder.
Yeah.
No, he was playing part of a midfield 2 with Elneny. Wasn't he?
No, he was playing right wing back because we have 3 centre backs, didn't we?
No.
Cedric was playing left wing back.
I think he's playing
We
left
didn't
wing
play
back.
3 centre backs. We played with a
Left wing back, yeah. No,
No,
we
we
played 3 centre backs.
3 centre backs. He was
Don't
playing
you
left.
feel like at times though? Don't you feel like at times though? Cedric was almost like.
Listen, the game was that easy that Cedric and Maitland-Niles were just running wherever they wanted to run in it. Like they were in midfield, they were just doing whatever they wanted, man.
Nah, it was mad. So, okay, let's just scrap this whole thing. We really gonna rate Pepe? Anything? Pepe?
He turned up, innit? He put his boots on, innit? Give him a 6.
Eddie Nketiah?
Worked hard, innit? Made his goal. I'll give him a 6.
Okay, so what do you guys give him Balogun?
Didn't do much. Came on.
We got held up the ball a couple times. Scored.
Got an assist.
Got an assist, yeah.
I'll give him an 8.
I'm giving him man of the match as a substitute.
Really?
Nah, not man of the match, but I'm giving him an 8 because when you get a goal and an assist within that short period, see, it can either go completely downhill, you do nothing at all and you completely get ignored, or you perform and you have everyone's attention. That is what Balogun has done today, so I give him a high rating for that. Credit to him. He's done it twice now.
Okay, who's getting man of the match? In my opinion, it's between 4 players. It's between
4.
It's between Elneny, Balogun, Eddie gets a shout, and would you guys put Emil Smith Rowe or Willock as the last option?
Smith Rowe.
Okay, so Smith Rowe. So from those 4, my case for Balogun is as a substitute, he's got a goal and assist involvement. He got involved in half the goals that we scored. Yes, the assist to Willock was not really like a big. It's a fake stat, but at the same time, it should mean something. So what are you guys giving the man of the match to?
To be fair, he done more. when you think of it, I'll probably give it to Balogun. He didn't really
Yeah,
do
no,
much.
let's give it
The
to
goal
him.
was on the plate for him, but he got the assist and he got the goal, and he's done it in the second game.
Yeah, let's give it to Balogun.
But it says a lot that we're giving it to a sub. You know what I mean?
I would
Says a
give
lot.
it to Smith Rowe. I would give it to Smith Rowe still. Their both performances have been like at par. Even though Balogun did get the goal and the assist, as you yourself said, the assist wasn't really that an assist. But yeah, I think Smith Rowe has done it like throughout the game. So I think in this game, I think he deserves it. Rating wise, they would both be at the same. You can say 8 and 8. But I think Smith Rowe should get the man of the match because he did it through the game.
Elbow cough emoji. Okay. Now, so man of the match, I gave him to Balogun. Kesh, you gave it to Balogun. You gave him to Smith Rowe. Big Gunner?
Yeah, let's just give it to Balogun.
Okay.
And
Now,
hopefully Arteta sees this and gives him a little squeeze in it.
okay. So yo, boys, you guys all look like you're about to go to sleep. That's what the game's done to you.
It's just Europa League, innit? It's just one of those ones, isn't it? Like, we knew he was going to win the group. We knew he was going to go through.
I said it. I said
No
we should win every single game. I said it from the start. Every single game. Not even a draw.
To be fair.
I think the result was irrelevant. If there was some relevance attached to the result, maybe it would have been still more serious, like a serious watch. If we were like we had to win it, like a must-win game at the end of a group stage, something like that, maybe the fans would be more intense and they would want to see a good performance and a win. But because we are already through, we're already top of the group, it doesn't matter. Even if our youngsters would have been not up to the mark, people would have said, okay, they're youngsters, they'll learn. So that is one of the more reasons that it's not generated any kind of that real intensity from the fans as well.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Before we wrap it up, closing remarks. I want to hear from Nitish. What do you say?
I think Balogun deserves to be in our squad, at least the squad. I'm not saying starting lineup. This should give him that push. This should put doubts in Arteta's head that should I give him a chance ahead of Eddie at least 1 or 2 games and see if I bring him on as a substitute, can he do something like this in the Premier League? Second, I think this should cement El Neni's place again in the starting lineup as well. I still feel he looks a bit tired-ish. It could be the effect of COVID. I hope he recovers completely and is back in full form, because we can right now use him at the way that Xhaka and Ceballos have played. I think we really need El Neni right now in that midfield. Imagine I'm saying that we need El Neni like after his previous seasons. But yes, we do need him right now with Thomas Partey also out injured. And I think Cedric also impressed. There is hope. The fan base wants Bellerin dropped. So Cedric looked good. His set pieces also look kind of good. And we need a serious set piece taker as well. So I think Cedric also is pushing for a shout into the first team. Apart from that, Pablo Mari may get a chance soon. He could be back in the playing 11 in the playing 11 sometime. Maybe if Holding doesn't step up now, so that puts a good amount of pressure on Holding as well to perform. And Niles, we really need to consider of getting him back. Niles needs to be there in that squad at least. Somehow he should be accommodated.
I hold it down, Nitish. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thank you.
And then next we got Big Gunner. Closing remarks, man.
Yeah, same thing really. Just we've got a couple of home games coming up now, innit? So this is a chance where you can probably put a couple of people that you want to try in there, getting some minutes. Well, we've got 2,000 fans in the stadium, but yeah, it's just it's just a dead rubber, innit? So it is what it is, man. Just move on to the Premiership on the weekend. But again, thanks for getting me on, man. I enjoy coming on your show, man.
I appreciate it, bro. And then Kesh, closing remarks, bro.
Fucking get the 3 points on the weekend, man. What more can I say, bro?
Yeah. Sure. And then I'm gonna let Kesh jump out later, bro. Thanks for coming on. And then finally, before we go, I just want to say thanks for watching the Europa League group stages with us. We will now be watching the knockout rounds. We'll be coming on, and next we're going to be doing the Premier League preview show tomorrow after 10 maybe, or after 11, depending on what time I get started. And also we're going to be doing Premier League watch along for the Manchester Derby, in addition to the Arsenal game versus Burnley. So keep locked for the rest of the stuff going on for the rest of the week. And you know what? Big up to everybody watching. Big up to the Mendam. Big up to the Geldam. And I'm out of here, babies. Peace.